Here's exactly how I'm using AI to copy my competitors' Facebook ads. If you're new to the channel, you know who I am. My name is Justin, and I'm the founder at paidadvertising.com, where we help businesses implement a scalable ad engine and grow e-commerce brands to 7 figures with paid ads. With that being said, let's get straight into today's video. Now, I'm hyped, I'm pumped. I'm literally recording this video on Black Friday itself. I've had a solid day across all of our clients, so I'm filled with energy, but I got a cap on because I haven't done my hair. I just woke up this morning and went straight to work. And with that being said, it's already super late at night, so we're getting straight into today's video. So you're gonna need 3 things to make this video work. 1, you're gonna need to pay very close attention to this sheet that I'm about to share with you for you to make your own version of it. Number 2, you're gonna need something like Atria right here, which I use to find ads and extract ad scripts from video ads. And 3, you're gonna need something like Claude or perhaps something like GPT. Either or is fine. I prefer Claude nowadays when it comes to writing high converting ad scripts or anything that is copy related. I feel like Claude sounds more human-like perhaps and less AI-like some of the words sometimes used by GPT. So again, it comes down to personal preferences, but in my case, I'll usually nowadays stick with Claude for copywriting and script writing. Now, the technique I'm about to show you today, actually, I'm gonna kind of split this video into 2. There's like 2 avenues you can go from here. There's one where you can literally simply put just exactly copy and steal a competitor's ads, which has its pros and cons. And then the other one is where you can actually extract the core messaging and fundamental pillars and variables behind a competitor's ads and use that to make your own. So with that being said, let's get into the first part with Atria. So here, I'm gonna go ahead and in their discovery tab, I'm just gonna go format video because I only wanna see video ads. I wanna see 30 to 60 second videos because in my experience, those are usually the best length for a video altogether. I am gonna wanna pick something that is gonna be like UGC style, or at least where someone is talking, because again, for the sake of this video, I want to use an existing script and go from there. So I found this video out here, which has a good hook. I mean, a strong hook when you think about not only visually what you see, but also the sound, which is basically saying you want a bubble butt, which is like, again, it's something that kind of stands out and what you see typically on your feed. Now, that said, when you get into it, it has this kind of UGC vibes, but if I'm, as a marketer, I'm going to go on a whim and I'll say like, I think this is an AI voiceover. If I listen to like the way that they have it worded out, I'm pretty sure it's an AI voiceover, but nonetheless, what I want to do from here is I want to go ahead and use the transcribe script feature right here to actually get the entire script in this ad. So now that I got this transcript, I'm going to head over to Claude. I'm going to paste it in there and I'll give you a prompt around context for information you'd want to extract from said concept. And so I want to walk you through the prompt that I did and the response that I got. So let's get straight into it together. So I'm like, here's one of my competitors' ad script. Now I'm going to make that bigger so that we can see this better. And then what I do is I paste in the ad script that I got from Atria. And then from there, I ask it, here's the ad copy alongside it. Then I go, here's visual information about the video ad that you must know as context. And then what I do, and I simply just describe what I visually see in the ad to help the AI know that. Now, I'm sure there are ways out there. In fact, there are solutions out there that can help you extract visual information from a video. So I'm sure this process could actually be automated with AI. I just decided to do so manually here for the sake of the video. So again, I described in bullet points what I saw throughout the ad. So what I saw at the start was, again, a close-up of a girl that is, dressed in sports clothes. You see a close-up of her butt, you see a yoga mat, and you see her at home. Then if you kind of scroll through the video, you see a series of different women at home working out. I mean, they don't look like they're at a gym, right? And at the end, what you have is what seems to be like a screen recording of an app. So this is basically what I fed as bullet points to Claude right here. Then I'm like, with all of the above information, I need you to extract me the following variables. Target persona of this ad. Give me the demographics, characteristics of this persona, what they want to achieve in society. Mass market desire, framed as an I want to statement. Market awareness level. Describe whether this ad is unaware, problem aware, so on and so forth, and why that is. Market sophistication stage. Describe which of the top 5 stages of sophistication different in awareness level. In this case, this ad is in why. Benefit. What is the main one benefit of the product highlighted in this ad? Why. Pattern. What pattern or framework is used in the hook at the start of this ad script from the below listed 38 patterns? And then I give it the typical patterns that I like to use in my headlines right here. I just kind of gave it a copy and paste of it. And then from there, I'm like, well, here's the output that it gave me. Target persona. Demographics. Young to middle-aged woman, likely 20 to 35. Characteristics, urban, suburban dwellers with limited time. Body conscious, but may feel intimidated by gyms. Value convenience and efficiency. Want quick, visible results. Likely have some disposable income. Social goals. Want to achieve the ideal feminine figure that's celebrated on social media. Desires to feel confident and attractive. Mass market desire. I want to achieve an attractive, curvy figure, specifically a larger toned butt, without having to go to the gym or spend a lot of money. Market awareness level. The audience here knows they want it more cheaply figured, but may not be exactly aware of specific solutions. That one, I'd probably say, I'm not sure, because look, if I go up and I read the script with you, right, which is this. Reminder, if you want to start a bubble butt workout now, you will notice a difference by the end of November. I got this peachy butt in 1 month at home. So again, we're talking about fast results. Here, I'm also going to highlight something in there, positive market force, because this is an ad that is happening now. We're talking about November. So this is an ad that would work only for a month. So you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot for the future. But if this ad proves to work, you can reuse the framework, meaning you can literally remake this exact ad next month and change it to, you'll notice a difference by the end of December, as an example. Now, all I did was follow the 28-day bubble butt workout plan challenge from Better Me, and it changed the way my body started to look. My abs turned sculpted and my butt grew just by doing these super easy to follow wall workouts. The gym never gave me results like this. I didn't have to pay for this body. I earned it by following one simple plan. I'm going to disagree with the problem aware that it gave me earlier, because we're talking about, the gym never gave me results like this. So we're assuming they know of other solutions out there. So I'm probably going to go solution aware with an ad like this. So it's time to get your body right and try the 28-day wall Pilates challenge with Better Me today. So we're going to assume they also know somewhat of Pilates to an extent. So again, I'm going to challenge a little bit the AI response here that it gave me. Market sophistication. So it's talking about the ad explains the mechanism, wall workout and Pilates, and provides a specific time frame, but it's not really dealing with high market sophistication where they need to address skepticism or provide complex differentiation. The promise is still straightforward. Main benefit, achievable body transformation from home, specifically focusing on getting a bubble butt within 28 days. So it's true, they repeated the word bubble butt or peachy butt so many times in this ad. It's the core benefit because the ad revolves around the transformation being achievable, quick, and convenient, no gym required. So pattern use, so on and so forth, right? We're talking about measuring the speed of the claim because we're saying by the end of November, in less than 28 days, is kind of the hook of this ad. Then he asked it a second prompt. Do you know or notice any positive market forces going on for this ad that would help its messaging come across as more convincing now? Well, post-COVID, a lot of people want to work out from home. Rise of soft life movement been growing on social media around, choosing something easier, more convenient, more stress-free, right? Cost of living crisis. Also, people don't want to have to pay a lot nowadays for the gym. They want something simple and cheap. Pilates aesthetic. Again, it's been a rising movement. Or when I say Pilates aesthetic, I'm also going to quote things like the Peloton movement also that's been growing in the US. I'm like, that too is something again to consider. And as I said earlier, the fact that we're talking about something that is timely and happening now. We're using the word November. So this is not going to help you get a toned butt in, 3 months in March. No, right now in November. And so what do you make of this information? Well, now what I can do is, as an example, I can go back to this sheet that I have right here that I personally use in order to track my concept. And I can start filling out a sheet based on my competitors. And all I got to do also, this is something I haven't done yet, but now this ad right here, believe it or not, has actually been performing for a whole year. I don't know if they've had it live for this entire yearly period. Maybe they just turn it off and they turn it back on this year for November because this ad worked last year. So they're like, well, might as well see if it's going to work again this month. And it did it again. So safe to say this is a winning ad that I have right here. So if you find an ad that's been live for a long period of time from a competitor, chances are, again, unless they're just willing to throw money out of the window, it's a high performing ad. So what I can then therefore do right here is I can come back into my sheet and I can start filling out all of these pillars. I can put in my persona. So I can come here as an example, and I can put in some information about my said persona. So I could come back here, put that in there, and then put that here, and then highlight the benefit. So I could have, bubble butt as an example right here. So that is a benefit mentioned right there. And then this achievable body transformation from home. Okay. And then I can start filling this out. And now that I do that with as many ads as I can that have been live for a long period of time for one competitor, I would ask you again to do so for about 3 to 5 different competitors. Once you've done that across 3 to 5 different competitors, you should have, let's just say 10 to 15 results here in your sheet. And what you can do from there is, first of all, I would just go file, I would go download CSV, and I can go to Claude. I can upload this said file right here, bottom right, and I can actually use a very similar prompt. So the prompt that I typically use for this, once I've re-uploaded the sheet, looks like that. The prompt you would put would look like that. With all of the information from this sheet, I need you to look at all of the data on each ad creative that we tested, notice patterns amongst the winning ads, and to extract me the most commonly shared following variables. And then from there, it would kind of give you the quote unquote perfect ad or perfect combination of all of those variables. variables after analyzing, again, your competitors' ads. And then therefore now you're in a position where you've ethically stolen a competitor's ads without flat out copying them. Can you copy them? Well, I said at the start of this video, I was going to show you two ways. Atria natively have a way to do so. You can literally come here and say transcribe script, as I showed you earlier, and you could just replace Better Me by your company's name. Or you could go here and say create similar script as an example, and it would literally just iterate on the script and give you something that is pretty much exactly the same from a structural perspective, but slightly alter it for your business. Now, is that wrong? Well, if you're an absolute beginner, sure, you can definitely do that. I mean, by any means, that's a good way to start. But I always say there's three levels of creativity. There's copying, which is, again, this, you're only limited by how good your competitors are. Then number two is formulation, which actually is you use a framework. So as an example, something like this here, you use the BAB framework, before and after bridge, or before and after testimonial call to action, right? So it's like you use a framework and then you plug and play your variables in a framework. So it's, if this is my business, and I'm going to say, okay, before someone used my product, after they used it, and I'm going to use a bridge to then show again how this is going to look like when, or actually like moving them from the before and after to the product in itself. So it's like, does it work? Yes, it does. But again, you're limited by the formulas that now you have. The third and final level is ideation. What I showed you is kind of a way to go between level 2 and level 3. It's like because all you're doing here is you're actually extracting the winning variables behind the winning ads of your competitors, so that you can then use that to make your own ad creative. You can then use this information and say, like, here's a target persona, you know, here's its mass market desire, here's the market awareness level, so on and so forth. Based on the reply that you would get, you can then go back to Claude and tell it something along the lines of like, well, based on this information, here's now information about my own company and my own product. Use whatever you found across my competitors as a pattern. Use those same variables and create me a 30 to 60 second script for a video ad for my brand. And then boom, what do you know? Now you have a fully aligned script that uses your competitors' frameworks and variables tailored to your business specifically. And this is how you can ethically use AI to copy your competitors' Facebook ads. Now, if you made it this far in this video and you are an e-commerce or info product business wanting to partner with a paid ads partner on Meta, Google, and or TikTok, check the first link in the description down below and book in a call with myself and the team at paidadvertising.com today. Now, with that said, if you want me to personally work with you one-on-one and consult you on your ads, review them, review your funnel, offer, systems, backend, name it, check out the second link down below to join our one-on-one consulting program called Ad Engine. On that note, I'm gonna wish you an amazing day. There's plenty more free content on the channel for you to check out, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.